Every solution needs a problem, and every workhorse needs to be run. You say it's so easy with the wind at your back, but I like it when it blows at my front. The birds have stopped singing in the garden as the sun loses its battle to the night. The fox is in the hen house serving chicken noodle soup, so it looks like we are having fox again tonight. I feel strong, hardened by the years on the hunt. Even though I grow weary, oh, I know that I can do it, I can. I know that I can do it, I can. The air is much sharper in the winter. It blows anyway and anywhere it pleases. It's not meant for breathing, it's for chugging and for wheezing as you trudge your way through into the spring. And every day is a lifetime to the mayflies, and our lifetime's just a moment to the mountains. So pound the pavement, let it fly, release the soil locked inside. Now that we're done, let's put it back the way we found it. I feel strong, hardened by the years on the hunt. Even though I grow weary, I know that I can do it, I can. I know that I can do it, I can. My memory can't remember what's a dream. What is this life that I've been living in my sleep? Is it that my dreams are just a lie and as dull as my waking life? Or is my life one most people only see in dreams? Is my life one most people only see in dreams?
Hello, everybody. Good evening from the Wanda Fuqua Foundation for the Arts. I'm Chad Avery, coming to you live from Port Angeles, Washington, on the beautiful North Olympic Peninsula. Hope you're doing well. We're so glad you're here with us this evening. JFFA welcomes you to our third episode of In Your Living Room. It's a live streaming virtual concert, and these free live streaming shows have allowed us to stay connected to our audience and artists during a really uncertain time. We thank you for tuning in, and feel free to show some love to our guest artist tonight when you see the virtual tip link that will appear throughout the show. But before we get too far, we'd like to recognize and show our gratitude towards our platinum sponsors this evening, D.A. Davidson, Chase Bank, and Peninsula Daily News, without whom we could not keep to our mission to develop and promote the arts for the cultural, economic, and education benefits of our community. So thank you, D.A. Davidson, Chase Bank, and Peninsula Daily News. Tonight, we're showcasing the incredible Sam Chase, who is streaming with us from his home in San Francisco, California. Sam typically performs with his band, the Sam Chase and the Untraditional, but right now we get them all to ourselves in a very special solo show. Thanks for being here, Sam.
Hey, Chad, how's it going?
Pretty good, pretty good. You've claimed to always love our PA community. You speak highly of the good folks that live here, and we feel the same way towards you. You're considered like a long-lost adopted son of ours, so we'll claim you anytime. Thanks for being here.
Great, can I borrow some money?
It's on the way. We'll Venmo it to you.
All right, sweet. Like any good
son. Yeah, well, folks, sit back, relax, find something to sip, and secure a dance square on your floor tonight, because you never know what's going to happen. Without further ado, everybody, welcome Sam Chase.
Hello, everybody out there. How we doing? I see a lot of people in the comments here. We're on the live stream from earlier. Welcome back, everyone. What a wonderful day this Friday has turned out to be. And hello to everybody out there in Port Angeles, Washington. Like Chad was saying, it's become kind of I feel like the adopted son. I always feel like there's a lot of love whenever I come into that community, and I don't know how I earned it, but somehow I did. Usually when I drive into Port Angeles, Washington, I'm on the heels of a long tour, and I don't know if you know much about long tours, but long tours are pretty detrimental, not only physically, emotionally, and mentally, but monetarily. I don't know why I do what I do, but I sure do have a lot of fun doing it. But when I come into Port Angeles, usually I'm a little ragged, a little rough around the edges. So now you get to see Sam Chase in his full, healthy, emotionally stable form. So cheers to that. I thought about staying up for 6 days straight in a whiskey-induced coma to show up for the show today so that you'll all recognize me. But I've grown soft over these many months of quarantine. This first song I want to dedicate to Matt Chance. It's his birthday tomorrow out there in Port Angeles, Washington. Happy birthday, buddy. Back on ourselves, we're the ones who point our sights far distant horizons, marking all the moments, keeping them for later, writing all the stories so we can be remembered. But faith is what keeps us from going off the rails, for a promise of the heavens where we're willing to go through hell. We're smart enough to build a world to hide our ignorance, but not enough to cope with a meaningless existence. I feel the ground shaking, I feel the ground shaking, I feel the ground shaking, coming from the sound of 7 billion beating hearts, twice as many stomping feet. We're the engines of the earth, we're the rhythm of the heartbeat. I see my father, my whole life I watch them growing older. Their time is shorter, they're not as strong as the gods that I saw in them when I was young. But I am right behind them, gaining age and wisdom, and soon I'll take their place as the older generation. Maybe I'll have kids who look at daddy growing older. We're the product of the ancients and we're standing on their shoulders. I feel the ground shaking, I feel the ground shaking, I feel the ground shaking, coming from the sound of 7 billion beating hearts, twice as many stomping feet. We're the engines of the earth, we're the rhythm of the heartbeat. I feel the ground shaking, I feel the ground shaking, I feel the ground shaking. shaking, coming from the sound of 7 billion beating hearts, twice as many stomping feet. Where the engines of the earth, where the rhythm of the heartbeat, to connect to this pulse underground. Our roots must dig deeper to take hold of the very soul of the only home we've ever known. Port Angeles, sing with me. I feel the ground shaking, 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 I feel the ground shake, I feel the ground. If you can shoulder the weight, then lean in and keep moving. I feel the ground shaking, I feel the ground shaking, I feel the ground. Oh, I feel the ground shaking, I feel the ground shaking, I feel the ground. We're the ones here to see what we've done. We're the ones who have a hold on the pulse. We're at the deathbed of the world, looking back at all that we've lost. We're the ones here to find what comes next. We're the ones who continue to build. We're the ones who came back from the dead. We're the only ones left in the world. All right. Decided to start off with a nice soft ballad. But man, I gotta say, I don't know how many of you are actually in Port Angeles, Washington right now, or like in the general area of Port Angeles, but I do just have to say, because I don't get that often to say it anymore, because I don't get to, join you in your fair town. But Port Angeles, Washington is one of the most incredible cities. And whenever I'm talking to other bands who are like, what's up in the peninsula? Like, where can we play? I'm like, Port Angeles, Washington. My God. I've never had a bad time in Port Angeles, not once. And I've had bad times in other places for sure. But Port Angeles, Washington, there's something about you guys. You're all so nice. And you like it when this gruff little San Franciscan comes in and screams in your faces. And I love that you love it. This song is for Colleen. I believe I saw Colleen in the chat there. She requested this song a few days back. This is a newer song that I wrote whilst in quarantine. I came up with a whole album's worth of songs that I'm still trying to record here at the house, or in the bunker here. But she requested this song. The song is called Two Hard-Working Lovers with a Job to Do. Take a mile, give me a break, I'll give you something to smile about. There's so much, but it's never enough. That good love can make heads or tails of what I'm trying to say. So I'll stop yapping, try to explain it another way. It's simple and it fits like a glove. It's that good love. Count yourself lucky that you got me, 'cause I'm lucky that I got you. And what we're getting is no one else's business, 'cause we're hard-working lovers with a job to do. The night shift gets busy, but we're only two employees, 'cause they just don't get it like we get it. Oh, I won't beat around the bush, I won't feed you no lines. We're just two grown people and we're living in our prime. I don't know much, but I'm pretty sure of that good love. Count yourself lucky that you got me, 'cause I'm lucky that I got you. And what we're getting is no one else's business, 'cause we're hard-working lovers with a job to do. The night shift gets busy, but we're only two employees, 'cause they just don't get it like we get it. Oh, I won't beat around the bush, I won't feed you no lines. We're just two grown people and we're living in our prime. I don't know much, but I'm pretty sure of that good love. Oh yeah, it's that good love once more. That good love. The good love. That good love. That good love. Just imagine that I'm still singing right now, and that there's a whole band of folks behind me, and this whole big ass brass band comes out with all their instruments, and we're out, and we walk out into the crowd, and the crowd circles around us, and we just play a big old acoustic version. I get the audience with, yeah, the good love. Get the audience to repeat after me. The good love. The good love. That good love. Oh, that good love. Oh, that good love. The good love. And then we make our way to the exit, and we walk out of the theater. Drag everybody else like we're Pied Pipers walking down the street, singing this together, waking up all the neighbors in the middle of the night. And everybody wakes up and they're angry at first, and then they listen to the music and it makes them kind of happy. And they walk out in their nightgowns and they join the parade, and we just make our way around Port Angeles in the dead of winter in our nightgowns, singing the good love, the good love, oh, the good love, oh, the good love. And then we walk out into the ocean. No, I'm just kidding. But then we end the show that way. How nice would that be? One of these days, I'll set that up and I'm going to bring it all the way there. Hey, look, it's Chad.
Hey, it's Ski to Sea with Sam Chase. Show that good love in the tip jar for him. It's right down at the bottom of your screen right now. And thanks for that, Sam.
Oh,
Hey,
you're
where
very
can we
welcome.
get your music? I got 2 of your albums back here. I got The Great White Noise and We'll Never Die. And I know you got a 3rd album that I need to get on vinyl still called The Last Rites of Dallas Pistol.
That is true. So, and then you'll have all the vinyls that I actually have for sale.
I'll have the Sam Chase vinyl box set in the making right there.
Yeah,
You can go to
and
Bandcamp and your website, right?
you can go to Bandcamp. Actually, if you go to the website, you'll have all the links available to you.
Awesome.
But yeah, you can. I mean, Spotify, Apple Music, all those places that you could stream it. But if you want to buy it physically, you just go to my website or my Bandcamp.
If you want a little piece of Sam Chase to hold, go get some vinyl there. Great.
Yeah. Or you could just come to my house and grab me. That's a dumb joke. I can do better than that.
What else you got for us, Sam?
Oh, I was thinking about that. I was thinking that was it.
Yeah.
I'm ready to start my encore now. It's going to be an hour-long encore at this point. But I don't know. I got some requests here. I got a request from Katie and Lucas for Escape Artist.
And we are international. I saw that we are being viewed in the UK.
Awesome. Yeah.
We are worldwide.
We're putting Port Angeles on the map. It's great to see everybody in the comments here. If you don't tune into my live streams once a week, introduce yourself in the chat so I know who's watching today. Because I see a lot of the people that join me in my live streams every week, every Friday at 3 p.m. But introduce yourself. These are nice folks here. Actually, there's a bunch of comments down here that I haven't read yet. But oh yeah, we got Diego in Colombia. We got Spencer in the UK. We have anybody else outside of the U.S.? A sound when John Henry hit the ground and died on that long and fateful day. Maybe a rustle of the wind, but the people who came to see him probably couldn't think of anything to say. Oh, I could pack my bags today and move somewhere far away, but a man cannot escape what is within. I could go anywhere in this great wide country, but I'll never escape the state that I'm in. People talk a lot, 'cause they have not figured out whether people should be let inside their head. But I should probably watch my tongue, because I'm almost guilty of doing that exact same thing that I just said. Oh, I could pack my bags today and move somewhere far away, but a man cannot escape what is within. I could go anywhere in this great wide country, but I'll never escape the state that I'm in. And we had so much time to find what we wanted from our lives. We figured we could roam the earth and it appeared. But then everything we owned became what we called our home, and then our dreams faded as quickly as our years. was the sound when John Henry laid his hammer down and died on that long and fateful day. Maybe a rustle of the wind, but the people who came to see him probably couldn't think of anything to say. But that's how I'd rather go at the end of some big show, before the lights fade out into my older years, and the crowd is roaring loud when my body hits the ground, and then the silence echoes louder than the cheers. Oh, I could pack my bags today and move somewhere far away, but a man cannot escape what is within. And I could go anywhere in this great wide country, but I'll never escape this state that I'm in. Oh, I could pack my bags today and move somewhere far away, but a man cannot escape what is within. And I could go anywhere in this great wide country, but I'll never escape the state that I'm in. Thank you. Please, sit down. Sit down. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Let's see what we got going on in the comments here. I want to say hello to everybody. We got Cherie, we got Diego, we got Colleen, Tammy, we got Danielle, we got Rebecca, we got Tyler. Look at all these good folks. We got Sanaa, we got Bill, Melissa, Nancy. Nancy Bluegill. Johnson, let's do Earthlings Get Dirty. That's a fantastic request. If you celebrate a sunset, you gotta shiver through the darkness, get sweaty in the sunlight to be deserving of a good life. If you wanna be an earthling, you gotta get a little dirty. You can wait until the glory to wash it all clean. If you want to see the sunrise, you gotta get up in the morning. If you want to see the sunset, you gotta make it through the day. But if you want to take the long road, you got to get to walking. If you want to cast a shadow, you gotta get in the sun's way. But if you celebrate a sunset, you gotta shiver through the darkness, get sweaty in the sunlight to be deserving of a good life. If you want to be an earthling, gotta get a little dirty. You can wait until the glory to wash it all clean. If you want to see time fly, you gotta be patient. But if you want to be the right guy, you gotta make a few changes. But if you want to be the bad boy, you gotta make a few enemies. If you want to be remembered, you gotta make a few memories. But if you celebrate a sunset, you gotta shiver through the darkness, get sweaty in the sunlight to be deserving of a good life. If you want to be an earthling, gotta get a little dirty. You can wait until the glory to wash it all clean. wicked decisions, and terrible voices, and even worse lyrics. But if you never stick your neck out, then you'll never be the greatest. You'll always be the worst at ever being famous. But if you celebrate a sunset, you gotta shiver through the darkness, get sweaty in the sunlight to be deserving of a good life. If you wanna be an earthling, you gotta get a little dirty. You can wait until the glory to wash it all clean. If you ever wanna stand out, you gotta join the crowd. But if you wanna be heard, you gotta get a little loud. Thank you, Nancy, for that song request. Happy to oblige. Melissa wants Hero to Myself. That's another great request. Let's do that for Melissa, everybody. In the oh, there we go. I see some Facebook comments. Mostly I'm seeing YouTube comments here. If you're in the Facebook, let yourself be known here if you're watching on Facebook or if you're watching on YouTube. And where is everybody chiming in from today? Oh, thank you, Claudia. That's very nice of you. Claudia on Facebook. Are we watching mostly from Port Angeles, or we do have some international folks tuning in. I know that some of these other folks are all around the country here. Oh, Mary. Hey, Mary. She's up there in Port Angeles. Colleen's in Tacoma. There we go. Marla Gar is right here near the sea in Port Angeles. Lucky you. Lucky you. Buffalo, New York, somewhere on the Olympic Peninsula. You don't want to tell us where? You don't want the cops to find out. You're on the run. Tony's in Port Angeles. We got Eugene, Oregon. Sanaz coming in from Berkeley. We got Victoria Jones from Montana. Wow. We got Truckee, California. Port Townsend, right down the street from Port Angeles. Aptos, California. That was a little riff for Aptos, California. I don't know, I just felt inspired. Portola, California. Ooh, very cool. Look at all these new friends we're making from all over the place. This song goes out to Melissa in Buffalo, New York. I give to you a little piece of my heart. You can stomp it, you can burn it, give it all the hell you've got. But please promise me you won't hold on to it too long, 'cause this heart of mine was meant for moving on. I've never been the one to put my dukes up and fight, 'cause I've never met a dog whose bark was worse than his bite. I'm trying to do right, I try with all my might, but nobody knows this but me. Oh, no one here knows this much more than me. People often ask me why I do this to myself. So I often dodge the question. I say I do it for my health. But the answer is much deeper here than I'm willing to delve. But nobody delves deeper than me. Oh, no one here delves deeper than me. So take all your judgments, save them for someone else. My psychology's no mystery, and my worth is not your wealth. Just need a friend to help me, and a friend who needs my help. A hero is all I really need. A hero's all I ever wanted to be. Hey there, buddy.
Awesome. Thanks, Sam. Thank
You're
you.
very welcome. I
It's
like this
sounding
format
great.
that we got going. I like this format. I've done 52 of these live streams now, and I've never been able to have like some kind of host or like a sidekick to bounce ideas off of. I mean, I don't know what our dynamic is. We've yet to establish that, but I do like that we are starting to establish that dynamic.
We're building rapport.
We are.
We're gonna give you, yeah. So hey, you've been in Port Angeles with the Juan de Fuca Festival. You're a PA favorite, of course, and I can recall at least 3 times you've been there. 2013, 2016, and 2018. Are those the 3 shows you played for the festival? Or have you done more?
Well, I played so many times in Port Angeles that I can't really remember. It feels like I've probably played more at the festival, but if you're probably know better than I do.
Yeah, I think those are the 3 festival shows, and then of course all the in-between shows and the after-hour shows.
Yeah, that's true, because on multiple years we'll have multiple shows, so they do all kind of blend together.
The first time I saw you is when I bought your album, Never Die, and you were doing a Sunday matinee, and you said the funniest thing. You introduced yourself in the band, and you said, "Welcome to the Hangover Show." And I was hooked ever since.
I wasn't lying, and it was funny because you could see the people who were at the show late night the night before, and they laughed at that. And then there were a bunch of people that I didn't recognize from the show the night before, and they did not laugh at that.
Right, because we saw the show and we knew where you were coming from.
Yeah,
so
go ahead.
I'm sorry. How long have you been playing with the Untraditional?
Well, I've been playing with this it's a more complicated question than this, but I don't want to complicate it too much. I've been playing in this band for about 10 years now. The band used to be called The Sam Chase and the Functional Alcoholics, but because a festival leader, a festival owner told me, if you ever want to play outside of a bar, you might want to change your band name. So we changed it down to just The Sam Chase, and then around 2016 is when we changed it to The Sam Chase and the Untraditional. And so the Untraditional has been since 2016. However, and members have come and gone, but generally this act that's been moving and flowing has been doing it for about 10 years.
It's a phenomenal act, and you guys are a great band. There's always something new, and the energy is always there, and we really love it when you come to town, and we appreciate you playing for us tonight, Sam. Thank you.
Yeah, well, you're welcome. Well, it's a reciprocal relationship. It's like we don't bring that type of energy to towns that don't give us any energy back. I mean, we try, but we don't give it the same energy that we give to Port Angeles, that's for sure.
One other great memory before you get back to another song. You were doing an after show at one of the festivals, and you played Purple Rain, and nobody was expecting it, and then it became like every time you came to town, we would request Purple Rain from you. But it was...
Purple Rain and Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Right.
Definitely were the ones that you guys always request.
Right.
And I believe that it was that at that late night show, I believe we went on like a 45-minute tangent of just like off the cuff covers. And I guess Purple Rain and Smells Like Teen Spirit were the ones who passed the test, made the cut for future shows.
Right, and there was like 6 or 7 anticlimactic encores that night, so it was awesome.
Yeah. It's hard to get us to stop playing when the crowd is as good as the crowds are in Port Angeles for us.
Well, I think you should continue playing now. They're tired of hearing me talk, so let's get back to the music.
You're too humble,
Thank you.
Chad.
I'm building rapport.
Yeah. How about that dynamic? You could cut that tension with a knife. With a butter knife. Because it's red hot. I'm losing the metaphor, but I'm just saying, this is good TV right here. But if you guys have any more requests, I didn't make a set list. There was Emily McCabe requested Ace Up His Sleeve. So I will play that for Emily. Emily, I hope you're watching. All the way up there in Port Angeles, Washington. Open my mouth, tell me what to say. To keep all these bloodthirsty killers at bay. Now I tell you I know not what I do. Doing all that I can to make it back home to you. When I sign with the devil and I've sealed my fate, I'll be able to make it back home not too late. And I'll lie in my bed staring at the ceiling thinking, goddamn, all of us sick human beings. The ballot's been cast, the race has been won. Long before our species has begun. We were born too late and we'll die far too young. The finish line's close, we got nowhere to run. When the nights are too chilly and the days are too warm, and our sad, selfish ways have gone out of control, who will punish us when we've all misbehaved? Oh, where do we go to dig the world's grave? Oh, where do we go to dig the world's grave? Open my mouth, tell me what to say. To please all these bloodthirsty dogs at the gate. I've done all that I said I would do, except for that one thing that I promised you. They say God has a plan and he knows what's best.
trust a man who holds his cards close to his chest. When we throw down our hands, I wouldn't be surprised to see that he had an ace hiding up his sleeve. Oh, God had an ace hiding up his sleeve. Where do we go to dig the world's grave? Where do we go to dig the world's grave? Ace up his sleeve for Emily McCabe. Cheers. I see a lot of great requests in here, and a drunker Sam Chase might play some of those songs. Been spending most our lives living in the gangster's paradise. Been spending most our lives living in the gangster's paradise. Tell me, why are we so blind to see that the ones we hurt are you and me? Like I said, a drunker Sam Chase might play those songs that you request. However, Sam Chase the teetotaler is not abiding by old Sam Chase rules. Ah, that's good IPA. I saw Tyler wanted Judgment Day Blues. That would be a fun one to do. Unfortunately, I probably will have to pull up the lyrics for that. But one thing that makes performing a lot easier these days is that instead of an audience in front of me, I have a computer with the internet and the entirety of human consciousness at my fingertips. And part of that is all my lyrics are written down here. So I just have to pull it up, and I will do that right now. Let's see. There we go, Judgment Day Blues. This is a newer song as well. Ain't got no problems, I ain't got no solutions. I ain't here to walk on water, I ain't fooled by your illusions. Oh, it's raining fire, I'm knee deep in blood. It's too late to be saved, oh, here comes the flood. I am just a non-believer and I got the Judgment Day blues. Oh, there's people on the banks with signs pleading for redemption. I never believed in the Messiah. This once I might make an exception. Well, I guess I'm an evil sinner. Oh, but that's yesterday's news. And I can't wait until tomorrow when I got the Judgment Day blues. All right. Oh, but there's a silver lining in this burning cloud. out of death. My friends are down here throwing a party and you're not on the list. The future don't look good if you were still around, unless you're already dead coming up from underground. Oh, don't get me wrong, I think I'm alright. I try pretty damn hard to live a normal life. Oh, I ain't gonna be fooled, I can't believe it's true, but my feet would disagree because I'm shaking in my boots. So I am just a non-believer and I got the Judgment Day blues. Oh, when you get to heaven, tell my mom sorry. She knows that I'm no saint, but I don't want her to worry. But then I see my mom and she's standing next to me. She says, boy, this apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. Oh, I will see you all in hell, and I got the Judgment Day blues. Oh, I can't wait until tomorrow, and I got the Judgment Day blues. Oh, I am just an evil sinner, and I got the Judgment Day blues. All right. Let's go back to some comments here. That was Judgment Day Blues for Tyler. Look at all these good folks. What else do we have? What else do we have? I see, Isn't It a Pity? We got Color of Bone. We got, people are requesting Shit Out the Devil, which is a song that I wrote for a friend of mine who had a very unfortunate or satisfying bathroom excursion, but let loose the devil incarnate to wreak havoc on the earth. Carry My Bones. We got, Tyler Georgeson, that's true. If that last song, if you join my Patreon at the $10 level, you get access to my vault of unreleased songs. So you should all join in. Lots of big perks that I have to get to that I'm pretty behind on, actually. But I will this week. So if you join now, you're getting it at, like, you know, peak Sam Chase Patreon performance. All right, we got Thank God from multiple people. So let's get to that. Oh, thank God I'm rolling. Thank God I'm soaring straight on down the road. Oh, and thank God I'm still going. I still got some tread on this soul land. I still got some miles to go. I got a penny to my name that I haven't spent yet. If it ain't there tomorrow, that might be a safe bet. But I got some big dreams at the end of this road, waiting for me on the beaches down in Mexico. I got nowhere to be, so I might stay for a while. And the devil's sitting with me, with a senorita's smile. Oh, thank God I'm rolling. Thank God I'm soaring straight on down the road. Oh, and thank say that I'm poor, with this face made of silver and this body made of gold. If you could lend me a prayer, man, I could lend you a hand. But if these women don't kill me, I will die a lucky man. Oh, thank God I'm rolling. Thank God I'm soaring straight on down the road. Oh, and thank God I'm still going. I still got some tread on this soul land. I still got some miles to go. Thank God I'm rolling. Thank God I'm soaring straight on down the road. Oh, and thank God I'm still going. I still got some tread on this soul land. I still got some miles to go. And thank God I'm rolling. Thank God I'm soaring straight on down the road. Oh, and thank God I'm still going. I still got some tread on this soul land. I still got some miles to go. Oh, thank God I'm rolling. Thank God I'm soaring straight on down the road. Well, thank God I'm still going. I still got some tread on this soul land. Still got some miles to go. Saw blood flow in the requests there. Oh, there we go.
Hey, Sam.
Hey, buddy.
How's it going?
Oh, just playing this live stream, sitting in my bunker and drinking some beers. What are you up to?
I got a burning question to ask you. The devil came up, and it reminded me of a show where you had a running gag, and about 7 or 8 songs in a row, you would introduce each song. You said, "This is a song about the devil." And then you pound out the song, and you go, "This is a song I wrote about the devil." And you did that 7 or 8 times, and I was telling I think my sister how funny you are and how natural you are on stage, and she told me that you did stand-up comedy once. Is that true?
I did. Actually, I did stand up for a few years in my early 20s, and I actually taught stand up for a short period. I didn't teach it that well. I thought I would be a lot better at teaching it. But I did teach it at UC Santa Cruz. I had a section. I was one of the teacher's aides, and I had my own section where I got to rate people and grade people's jokes and tell them how they could tell them better. But I shouldn't be really teaching anybody anything. But I did stand up for a short period of time, and I really enjoyed it because I was really good out the gate. But I feel like to be a good stand-up comedian, you have to fail enough to basically crush any sort of dreams of fame and fortune. I feel like that you need to really be dragged through the dirt before you can really truly know how to make people laugh. And a lot of people can make people
more
laugh,
ego.
but
Right.
yeah, well, you gotta know, it's like a good boxer. You can't be a great boxer if you've never been punched in the face. So I had never been punched in the face, and I went and I did this one gig where it was for 250 sorority sisters, and
I was like, I'm gonna hit him with my whole. I'm like, I only had 5 minutes, so I was like, I'm gonna hit him so hard. I'm gonna hit him with my just 5 minutes of jetpacks jokes. All jokes about jetpacks. They're gonna love it. And apparently, sorority girls don't know what jetpacks are because I absolutely bombed. And most of the questions I got afterwards were, "What's a jetpack?" Which really upset me to my core that there are human beings out there that haven't dreamed of one day owning a jetpack for themselves.
They clearly never watched The Rocketeer or The Jetsons.
Absolutely. The Rocketeer made me who I am today, which is a man who's overly obsessed with jetpacks.
Well, you're a phenomenal songwriter. You're an excellent storyteller, and you're really damn funny. And you connect with your audiences supernaturally, and you're a great live act, and you're fun to have around.
Hey, man, you want to go on tour sometime? I just need to have you around to just build me up. Just before shows, like I'm like, I don't know, man. I really don't know if this crowd.
You just got to read your comments here. They're saying it all right here. Your fans love you.
I can't read, Chad.
I'll read to you.
Yeah, and if there's any questions, actually, that I could hang around and play for another 20 minutes or so, actually. But if there's any other burning questions, please run them by me, because I just feel like you and I need to have a traveling variety show spectacular, because the amount it's oozing through the screen. We're like kindred spirits, that like have just didn't even know that we were out there. We're like Jerry Springer siblings, where it's like, meet your brother.
There it is.
That connection with you right now. It's just we need. Oh, you're gone.
Carrie's getting jealous. So.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I feel this way for all Port Angelians. Port Angelinos? Port Angelians?
Angelinos.
Port Angeles Tafaris? Port Angelinos, okay, yeah. I always have to check. But, what?
How about I saw what I saw?
Ah, wonderful recommendation. God, you're just full of great ideas.
Feeling it.
This is great. I'm having such a good time. It's so rare that I get to talk to another human being, like actually like I get to talk to the chat, which is always really fun. But it's nothing like looking into another person's eyes that are half a country away.
Well, we'll let you play now, and when we come back, we'll ask you what your plans are when the world opens back up. What projects you got coming up?
Let's do that. All right. Well, then let's do Saw What I Saw here.
Hey.
Something was amiss, there was a creaking down the hall. The moon was out and making shadow puppets on the wall. Looking back, it seemed so silly, it left a chill down through my bones. But that night I thought there really was a ghost inside my home. But I saw what I saw and nothing else can tell a story like my mind's been known to tell. You can never be too sure of what you're told. But I saw what I saw and I know what I know. But maybe I just didn't see what I was shown. I've never climbed a hill without having that sinking thought. This is the biggest frickin' hell that I have ever come across. But you can't live your life on roads that never rise or wind. Hills are fun on the way down, but hey man, first you gotta climb. But I saw what I saw and nothing else can tell a story like my mind's been known to tell. You can never be too sure of what you're told. But I saw what I saw, and I know what I know. Maybe I just didn't see what I was shown. Well, maybe I'm right, or maybe I'm wrong. No one really knows for sure, but let's not dwell on this too long. 'Cause what we've chosen to see is a big, beautiful world. The mind's a funny thing, or maybe funny's not the word. But I saw what I saw and nothing else can tell a story like my mind's been known to tell. Oh, you can never be too sure of what you're told. But I saw what I saw, and I know what I know. But maybe I just didn't see what I was shown. Oh, maybe I just didn't see what I was shown. Oh, maybe I just didn't see what I was shown. Saw what I saw. I'm so glad that this audience that we have here in the chat is as enthusiastic about jetpacks as I am. And capes. A lot of talk about capes. That always comes back for some reason. Maybe I reminded them of a superhero of sorts. I don't know. What do we got here? Ah, I miss you too, Kendi. It's good to see everybody. And I sure do hope to be back in Port Angeles someday. For all of you Port Angelinos. Soul Child? Alright, yeah, let's do Soul Child. I'll have to switch guitars for this. Chad, do you have any burning questions while I switch guitars?
Yeah, what's up next for you? What projects you got going on?
Well, I'm trying to release, I've recorded a lot of content over the last year. And I've been trying to, I'm not a great audio engineer. And so what I'm struggling now with after recording the songs is trying to make them sound good. And I'm having more trouble than I thought I would. But eventually I do want to be able to put out this album of songs that I wrote in 2020. All songs that I wrote in 2020. And I've also got a punk rock album that I want to that I'm trying to work on. And I've also got a country album that I'm working on too. So hopefully things will start opening up soon. And it does look pretty good. I'm looking forward to that. And hopefully I'll start being able to play some shows and festivals. But until then, I think I'm just going to hunker down here and wear sweatpants. I've grown quite used to it.
Well, we'll have to all get on your Patreon page to stay abreast with all the new developments of what you got going.
Yeah, you could join my Patreon at patreon.com/thesamchase. And lots of good goodies in there.
The
And
basement tapes.
Yeah, there's a whole vault of songs that people haven't heard yet. And also a lot of I call them heavy hitters, but a lot of the heavy hitters get access to a lot of the early recordings too, the stuff that I'm working on here in the bunker. So, it's good times.
What's been inspiring you being in COVID world, writing all this stuff?
Well, that's a really good question, actually. I didn't think that I was going to be as inspired to write so much, but I guess the way that I write songs is it's a pretty solitary practice for me. So I've had a lot more time to really settle in with my thoughts. And if given the chance, I really like to get out and have things to experience in front of my eyes, but staying in the house so much, I really have allowed myself to go on those adventures behind the eyes. And a lot of kind of cool thoughts have manifested themselves into rhyming words that have then manifested themselves into melodies that have turned into songs. And, a lot of my songs, there's humor in the songs, but I take the songs very seriously. And a lot of the content of the songs is brought on by hard times. And as we all have, there have been some very difficult times over the last year. And so a lot of the new songs that I've been writing have been dealing with those struggles,
Are you willing to play something new tonight?
Yeah, sure, absolutely. Yeah, actually, I'll come back to Soul Child.
World premiere?
Well, I usually, when I write a song, I play it on the next live stream. So
Okay.
I do have, if we're talking about hard times here, I'll play this song that I wrote not too long ago. It's definitely not on any album that you'll find, but it will be on this 2020 album because I wrote it in 2020, and it's called Hard Livin'. Let me pull up these lyrics here. There it is.
There you go. We get a sneak peek of a new
and
song.
It's right in, it has to do with what we were just talking about. I was talking
Yes,
about,
sir.
hard times, hard living. But this really is more about what I miss in that hard living life that I used to live. I'm living pretty soft these days. And I want to basically explain to people that a hard life is not necessarily always such a bad thing. This is an ode to the hard livers out there. If hard living was easy, everyone would do it. It's only easy for the hardest old timers who've been through it. But they put in the time, barreling through life, and now they're doing just fine, living too hard to die. Saying, son, you see, you can learn a lot from me, but not doing a single thing I say. But if you want to walk the line, you gotta put in the time. Rome didn't fall in a day, but that's the thing about hard living. It's only hard in the beginning. Give it time and it keeps on giving, and you'll keep living that hard living. That's the thing about hard living. It's only hard in the beginning. Give it time and it keeps on giving, and you'll keep living that hard living. What I really need is a liquor store Jesus, turn my money into wine. And say a little prayer that he'd get a wild hair and show me a sign. Saying this is the way to your destiny. It's not bad for a Tuesday night, but it's all downhill to some damn good stories that I might later deny. But that's the thing about hard living. It's not a job, it's a religion. It's only hard when you're not believing, praying, God, please relieve me from this hard living. That's the thing about hard living. It's only hard in the beginning. Give it time and it keeps on giving, and you'll keep living that hard living. Frozen in the ice, but I got nowhere to be. But when spring is sprung and my bell is rung, I'll be feeling the heat. Oh, I should win a prize for still being alive, living on the edge of this knife. But what do I know? I got nothing to show. I never worked a hard day in my life. But that's the thing about hard living. It's not dying, but it's also not a living. It's not uplifting, but it's a tradition. I'm a man on a mission, spreading hard living.
That's the thing about hard living. It's only hard in the beginning. Give it time and it keeps on giving, and you'll keep living that hard, 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 hard living. That's the thing about hard living. Oh, hard, hard living. Oh, hard living. It's hard on the liver of life, and the liver of the liver. That's the thing about hard living. It's hard on the liver of life, and the liver of the liver. That's the thing about hard living. Hard on the liver. Hard living. My ode to all the hard livers out there. Let's do a little Soul Child. Probably have time for 2 more songs, actually. Picking this madness here. Here we go. You got soul, child, shake them bones, hit the ground and you never go home. Some may try to steal your fire, don't look back as you pass them by. You got soul, child, shake them bones, hit the ground and you never go home. Some men are strong, they eat their young, but they'll all burn when the judgment comes. God's man will force your hand, the lions steal as they tear you down. No chance to understand, you gotta claw your way back from the promised land. You got soul, child, sing girl songs. Your word is a bullet and your banjo is a gun. You gotta give a man a hand to send him to his grave. You're a boy without a home until you take one for yourself. You got soul, child, rattle them strings. You're a preacher to the people and it's blood you preach. Your songs are older than you think you know. Your fingers have been blessed by the gods below. Goddamn this old banjo, it was a gift from the devil back when you were born. And all it took was my mortal soul. But someday your old man gotta pay his toll. You got soul, child, burn them bones. Not a weight you wanna carry as he cleanse the world. There's a whole lot of fire that can fill this night. So take a torch to the people and show them the love.
There's a happy little ditty right there for everybody. That one's about summertime. Now, in the normal era of creating music for audiences and people, there is a thing that we've established called the encore. I believe it started in France, given that the name is encore. But I don't speak French, at least not very well, and I believe that the direct translation of encore from French to English is loosely translated to lying to the audience. And I think it's unfair, I think it's rude, and I think that encores are basically a way to beg for the audience to dote them with compliments rather than, just play your full set. An encore is something that needs to happen off the cuff. It can't be expected every single time. Also, I don't like lying to the audience. I feel like we've established a rapport, a circle of trust, if you will. And so therefore, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to tell you right now, this is what would be the encore. Not only because I have to go soon, but this is the only song I have left. But look at all your wonderful comments. I just really appreciate everybody in here, and it's great to see everybody's comments and see everybody's little photos and avatars and stuff. I wish I could have kept up better on the comments here. But I'm going to play you, actually, Chad got me on kind of a new song kick, so I think I'm going to play you a brand new song that I wrote, that I debuted last week, and I wrote it last week. So the lyrics should be right here. There we go. So I was on Facebook, and I don't like to suffer stupid people. That's kind of my one of my many New Year's resolutions, is that I'm not going to suffer stupid people anymore. And so therefore, I don't get into many charged conversations anymore, especially with people that I know that, we're not going to necessarily see eye to eye. Let's just find the things we agree on and have a good time, And, kudos to the people that can do that, but I can't do it anymore. And I like putting myself in other people's shoes. I like to be able to try and empathize with people. And oftentimes when I try to empathize with people in these conversations, they have no interest in empathizing back. So it turns out to be kind of I've become kind of an emotional punching bag for these people. But I wrote this song when I was kind of having one of those moments where I was like, do I engage or do I not? And I was like, I won't. But I will write a song about conspiracy theorists in an insane asylum falling in love and running away together. For now, this song is called Chasing Windmills. And I want to thank everybody for being here. And here it is. Brand new song right out the gate. Well, we're doing our best in the cuckoo nest, watching Looney Tunes. It's an inside job trying to whack the dog when you're locked in a padded room. We may be two sandwiches short of a picnic basket case, but if you take my hand, I'll help you understand why I act this way. I hear there's Kool-Aid down the rabbit hole. Chandra Johnson, hometown girl of Port Angeles, on the violin to just do a shredding solo right here. You can just imagine it. We are two screws on the loose, like we got nothing to lose. You might be a spy, so could I, so I'd rather be a spy with you. I've been searching my whole life for the last clue to crack this case. But sometimes when you look too far ahead, you can't see what's in front of your face. I hear there's Kool-Aid down the rabbit hole, off the deep end, chasing windmills. We might be crazy about our theories, but you're all too lazy to see the writing on the wall. I've got my Kool-Aid down the rabbit hole, off the deep end, chasing windmills. We might be crazy about our theories, but you're all too lazy to see the writing on the wall. Oh, I got my Kool-Aid down the rabbit hole, off the deep end, chasing windmills. We might be crazy about our theories, but you're all too lazy to see the writing on the wall. I've got my Kool-Aid down the rabbit hole, on the deep end, chasing windmills. We might be crazy about our theories, but you're all too lazy to see the writing on the wall. I've got my Kool-Aid down the rabbit hole, on the deep end, chasing windmills. Oh, we might be crazy about our theories, but you're all too lazy to see the writing on the wall. The writing on the wall. The writing on the wall.
Hey, Sam. Thank you. It's been so fun and such an honor to have you on tonight.
I've been looking forward to this for a long time, so it's great to see you, and it's great to see everybody else from Port Angeles. I can't wait to come back.
Yeah, well, keep up the good work. We can't wait to get you back on the road and hear some of that, more of that new material. And God bless you.
Thanks, buddy. I'll see you soon, I hope.
All right. Thank you.
All right, bye, everybody.
And thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Show Sam some love. This is how he's making his living these days. So go to that paypal.me/JFFAPA. Go to the paypal.me/JFFAPA tip jar, and let's keep Sam going. Thanks for coming and joining us tonight. This is our third In Your Living Room show that we're doing, these virtual concerts, because again, we want to develop and promote the arts for the cultural, economic, and educational benefit of our local community. And this is one way we can do it. Tomorrow, down at the Port Angeles Wharf from 10 to 2, we're going to chalk it up with market art. Kids are going to take chalk and do some creative things with parking spaces, and there will be some take-home kits there. So show up tomorrow, Port Angeles Wharf, 10 to 2, bring your children and chalk it up. Also, you can mark your calendars for Friday, March 26th at 6 p.m. JFFA will present Farm Strong in our Save the Bob virtual benefit concert. This will be our fourth In Your Living Room episode, and all proceeds will go directly to Studio Bob to help keep that beloved local venue open and their lights on. That's going to be March 26th at 6 p.m. JFFA presents our fourth In Your Living Room show, and it's Save the Bob virtual benefit concert, March 26th. And also, May 28th through the 31st, JFFA is planning a hybrid version of the annual Wanda Fuca Festival this year. We're going to do some virtual and some in-person shows. Details are still being ironed out, but virtual passes are planned to go on sale April 1st. And we're not fooling. April 1st, you can start getting your virtual passes along with the lineup announcements. Check our website at jffa.org for more information. And remember, show your love for Sam Chase in the tip jar at PayPal Me. There he is, Sam Chase. Thank you, sir. It's been a blast. So much fun. I've enjoyed bantering with you.
We do have a I think you would call it a classic relationship, like much like Abbott and Costello, you know, or like Conan and Andy.
Hey, Conan and Andy, more like it, yeah.
Yeah, I'm go. Andy, by the way. So you can be Conan. I'll let you be
there
Conan.
You go. Yeah, it's been a blast, and I've been wanting to ask you these questions for a while, and I appreciate the opportunity. And JFFA, we want to thank Carrie Chance. She's been running the platform tonight on StreamYard. She's been involved with all the videos, editing and the graphics and the sound. There she is. Thank you, Carrie. She's behind the scenes making it all happen.
Well, how does this end? Do we just we just got to let people down easy, or is there like kind of outro music? Or are you gonna sing something?
Well, you were off the hook because they took you off the screen, but you came back to save me, I guess. So
you didn't need saving. You didn't need saving. I just came here to bask in your incredible glow.
Well, I'm gonna go buy the last rights of Dallas Pistol right now, so I'm gonna have that trifecta on my shelf here. The Sam Chase.
Nice. Yeah. I'll put it in the mail tomorrow.
There you go. Well, thank you again, sir. And from everybody, the whole board for JFFA, the Wanda Fuca Foundation for the Arts, thank you for tuning in to the In Your Living Room series. You can get more details about everything JFFA at jffa.org and follow Sam Chase on his Patreon page. And you can go to, is it samchase.com? TheSamChase.com?
TheSamChase.com.
Yeah, TheSamChase.com. And you can see everything that he's up to and tip him in the jar. Thank you, everybody.
Okay.
And that's
Bye-bye,
it.
everybody.
Bye-bye. Good night.